Hello, geometry students. I'm going to try something new here, and I'm going to help you out with lesson 4, practice test number 5, the find point x that is 3/4 or any other fraction from point A to B. Now I'm doing this on a PowerPoint, so forgive me for the clunkiness, but hey, we're going to get it done. Also, prior to this attempt, I've shown you to use a graph. Well, this is how to do it without a graph. So here we go. So let's say that point A is here and point B is here. What I'm going to do to kind of help myself is I'm going to kind of stack the coordinate points vertically. So here's my x coordinate, here's my y coordinate, here's my x coordinate, here's my y coordinate. Why do I do that? I want to find the x distance. How far is it all the way from point A to B? Well, it is 28. There we go, dropping it in place. Again, doing this from PowerPoint, so just hang in there. I wish I could do it by hand, but that's not an option today, so I'm just going to get it done. And then going from the y coordinate to the y coordinate, you lose 40. Okay, so these are your numbers that go all the way from point A to B. Well, we don't want all of the way. We want 3/4 of the way. So you need to take these whole distances times 3/4 and then do this math. Okay, we're going from point A to point X now. We're not going from point A to point B. We're going from point A to point X. Point X isn't all the way. Point X is 3/4 of the way. So we need to add the 28 times 3/4. Okay, which is a number, I think it's 21. So you have to scale the 28 by 3/4, just that's multiplication, so then you change it to a 21. So the x coordinate on point X is going to be 11. Okay, let me replay that again. We don't want the whole 28, we want 3/4 of the 28 because we're not going the whole distance, we're going 3/4 the distance. So all you do, friends, is you take the x distance, scale it by 3/4. Did that. That's you. That's 21. I scaled you 28. You're now 21. I don't want to go the whole way. I want to go 3/4 the way. Done. Okay. Now do the same thing with 22. Again, it's from A to point X now. It's not A to B. It's A to X. So I don't want to use the minus 40. I want to use the minus 40 times 3/4. Okay. That's what I want to do. That's going to get me to point X's y coordinate. Now, I better change that to a number. Negative 40 times 3/4, I think it's just minus 30. There we go. 22 minus 30 should get me to a negative 8. There we go. All right, let me see here. 22 minus 30, not minus 40. This is the whole way. I want 3/4 of the way. Okay, so find the distances individually. X distance, y distance. Scale the distances by whatever fraction they give you. That means just multiply. And then apply those distances starting at A. So from A to point X is the scaled distances from point A to point B. Okay, so there we go. So your final answer would look like this in Schoology. You would say point X, points X equals bracket, you would say 11, comma, negative 8. I think in Schoology you only have to type in the x coordinate and the y coordinates. It looks like, I think it's like this. There'd be a blank here, and there'd be a blank here. So that's what it would look like in Schoology. Let's make that a little more vigorous. Woo, too big. Close enough. Doesn't fit. Right there, close enough. Here we go. Point X is going to be at 11 and negative 8 because it is 3/4 from A to B. Again, quick replay. X distance, Y distance. Line them up. Apply the positive or negative change because that's going to be the same thing. If it's a positive move, so will this. If this is a negative move, so will this be a negative move. He's using great proper English today. So anyway, find the distances, apply the distances, boom, there you go. There's point X, which is 3/4 from A to B. Hopefully that will help you on lesson 4, practice test, the last question, number 5. Or anytime this question comes up. It may come up anytime, anywhere, any place. Lay it out, scale it, apply it, boom, point X. Okay, goodbye.